you can come in a little bit. I'm not gonna bite you. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
There it is. Okay.
I'm turning this phone off.
You sure?
Yeah, man.
Don't want to miss out on something big. All right. We're in the studio of Daniel Miree.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, this is where it's happening at. This guy does a lot. But look, hey, welcome to MOTO, Mindset of Successful Thinking, MOTO short for motivation.
Yes, sir.
The true outcome of having a mindset of successful thinking is having an unwavering expectation of successfully achieving a predetermined goal, knowing that the outcome was supposed to happen. I'm here with my pal. It seems like I've known him for for a while, but only known him for about 3 months.
Yeah.
But Daniel Miree. Hey, welcome Daniel Miree to the Most Moto.
Glad to be
Moto
here,
Moment Wednesday. So
I'm excited, man.
I'm excited about it too because we've talked a lot. I met you through another friend of mine.
T.
Yeah, Teddy.
Yeah.
My man Teddy been talking for a while, man. You need to come down to, and meet my guy Daniel, man. You need to come to the church and meet our pastor, man. He cool, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, man, you really like this guy, don't you? He said, man, I'm telling you, man, he's different. I've seen him go through different things in life. I've got to know him more to see that, his life is real. Yeah. And he's genuine, he's authentic, and that's why people like you. Yeah, so I can see why that happens. I see why you're winning folks over. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So what we're gonna do is talk about, first of all, I want you to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you.
Okay.
And what you're doing.
Man, name is Daniel, and just a regular guy, honestly, from Detroit, Michigan. Been here in Nashville, though, for quite a while. I feel like most of my adult life.
From the D.
From the D, man.
The
Detroit.
Real D, Detroit.
Right, the worst area code in America.
No, it's not.
It probably is. I promise you. 48204.
Look at that. And then you went to TSU.
I went to State, man. That's how I came here, man. Mid-90s. And went here, gotten involved in music, was in the band, all of that stuff, and really, man, just got planted here. Like the culture, it wasn't too fast, wasn't too slow, and it's grown since since I came. Yeah,
but definitely one thing it has done.
But excited, man. Excited about Nashville. Excited about what I'm allowed to accomplish and do here, man, and especially by means of relationship. Yeah. So even just like us connected, man, it's been a wonderful, wonderful thing.
90 days.
Man, listen,
I mean, we still on the probationary period.
I don't know. I think we made it.
Yeah, but I don't know. We got like 89 days plus. You got a couple more days. One more day left. Yeah. But that's the good thing about it. So you from the D, you went to Tennessee State, so we know a lot of the same folks in the same circles, but we never really bumped into until I met you through Teddy.
It's so interesting, man. It's funny how the degrees of separation are closing. That means you got to make the relationships matter now. You know what I mean? Sometimes you tear up some or mess up a relationship. You may not ever see them folk again. Yeah. Nowadays it look different.
But when all of that was social media, you can't talk about nobody.
Listen, we all connected somewhere.
At one time I used to be able to talk about somebody and talk bad about them, and then next thing you know, they're like, man, I actually know that person.
Yeah.
And then they go back and say something so you really can't talk about it.
It's a whole new day.
Yeah. So I mean, the good thing about it is that you in the education field.
Sure.
You into doing ministry and all that stuff,
sure.
But then also you do music.
Yeah, man.
Got a person on the back of the
screen. Hey, listen, this cat right here. Listen.
We bumped a little bit of Captain T just a second ago, so
Hey, he done put me on to something real quick. We're gonna get down soon.
What I wanted to make sure we talk about today, man, because we're not gonna be here long. I say that, and the next thing you know, the thing over 30 minutes. But we want to talk about being different. Yeah. We talk about different. You doing ministry thing, you're doing it differently though. Sure. It's not like the same. The same old traditional Wednesday night Bible study. Yeah. Sunday here, you do things on a Thursday. Yeah. But what's the reason why you even do that? Is it because you just tell us?
No, man. Honestly, I think we boxed in what religion was supposed to be about. And so it leaves a weird taste in folks' mouth, man. And for me, if the goal is to reach people and they're opposed to certain things, then you can't use the same old formula to accomplish the same old task. But even beyond that, man, I just think my concept of what God has allowed me to understand about reaching people extends way beyond, quote unquote church, man. And if I can build genuine relationship, real, connection points, man, there's nothing we can't really accomplish together. We can see, down the road because our vested interest is each other and not what each other can accomplish for each other. Yeah.
Well, you said 3 things.
Yeah.
One thing you said is about connections.
Yeah, man. That's huge.
That's huge connecting with people.
Yeah.
But the main thing you said about vested interest in people, though.
Yeah.
And I think we end up forgetting in ministry, business, whatever, we forget about the person.
Man, Troy, the unfortunate reality is more people are interested in the bottom line. And they typically don't think about what a person may go through in the process. And I think I don't think that's a good approach to building a relationship, man. The process is more important than the bottom line.
Yeah.
So many values are learned, so many things are accomplished in just how you get to a point. And so my focus, I think, even in building relationships with anybody, is, man, I take every day as something valuable. Every moment, every encounter, every time we done sat out and had lunch, it means the world to me. No matter what we're able to do for somebody else or accomplish in the earth, man, just those moments, man, I think really matter the most.
Doing things differently. That's, I mean, and we've been talking about the fact, so I'm reading this book called The Outward Mindset, and I recommend people get that too. Most MOTO is talking about the mindset individually, and we're talking about how you renew your thought process. And in order to be successful, you got to find out what your success means to you. So we're going to work on our mindset personally, but then at the next point, I always talk about changing someone's life, but most of all, change yourself.
That's good.
So as you changing the people around you, your mindset has to be different.
Yeah.
Right? Absolutely. Like, so now you're getting away from the fact of the bottom line, you're getting away from the fact about, how many souls we changing or saving, but you're talking about the people.
Man, let me tell you something. The real deal about ministry for me ain't that we go to church. And I know that's a little different from a pastor. Like, whether you come to our fellowship or not, I really ain't into that. You know what I mean? We cool. If you come, I appreciate that. If you don't, I appreciate that too. The real thing, man, is we got a thing we want to accomplish, you know what I mean? And it's inside the individual. It's not just their task. So many times we get so task driven that we ignore the person and their care, what they need. And I think that, man, sets us apart. The other thing, and we've been talking about this whole difference thing, is shifting the agenda, man. I think for the greater point of being different is you have a different agenda than what's been common or what's been ordinary for everybody else. And even in terms, and I appreciate your motto, man, about success, thinking about what success is in the mind. The thing is, man, what is success? It might be different for everybody.
Well, you learn it's different, because at one time I thought success was having a buku amount of money, so you got a vision in place so how you can get to it. But we know a lot of folks that get tons of funds and they're always trying to find still what satisfy them. I'm watching the unsung about the boys. And they you can forget about the boys. You like, who is the boys?
Right.
But they were talking about they made all this money by the time they were 17.
Killing the game.
And then all of a sudden now they're in Africa somewhere and they're trying to find what gives them satisfaction. And all the times that's what success really is. What gives you gratification and satisfaction?
Man, let me tell you what that is for me.
What is that?
I had to redefine my whole life, man, with regards to that word. Young guy coming up, everybody is trying to climb a ladder, whatever that ladder is. For me, it was music, man. I opened a record label, had studios, but man, I had to redefine what success was. And now I look at success as security in my identity. When I understand who I am, like at the ground level, man, that's where success begins for me. And that's why it transcends what I do. Success is knowing who I am.
But as you're doing that, you know who you are.
You're
able to connect.
That's it, man.
And be authentic, right? So
that's it.
Tell us about, in regards to you, what makes you different. What makes you tick, in regards to, because people draw to you.
Sure.
And maybe it's because of the factor that you got is what? What do you understand?
I would say transparency. Man. Just trying to be as genuine as possible. People like to have these doors that are closed or these barriers and put up this facade. I got family in California, man, and that's all they talk about. It's like, man, when you come to California, you gotta be away, or everybody in there is plastic. And,
literally plastic. I mean, they got a lip over here.
Hey, plastic for real.
Folk in Cali. No,
we love y'all. It's all good. I promise. Listen, I need your record. It's okay. But the other side to that is you do not have to pretend about who you are. Right. And when you can have that meet the person first, I think it gives them a glimpse or glasses to your soul.
But do you think that's when you're authentic?
That's it, man. Transparent, man.
Transparency.
Yeah,
Being transparent, because that's really, because the book in the Outward Mindset is talking about And it's, in the first part of the book, it says that think about your 3 top managers you've had.
Yeah.
And then think about that person that you can count on and go down the list.
Yeah.
And it said, what is that one thing that, what is that thing that make you think about them? Is the fact that you were seen by them.
Yeah. And
you were seen by them, and you think it's what's probably happening with what you got going on.
People get a glimpse of your personality, your character, and who you are, and that's something to gravitate to, man. You know, and you know, I'm the kind of guy where I'm not beckoning for anybody to like me, but I am beckoning for everybody to love me. And I want you to be able to love me based upon who I am, not what I present. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think the other thing that's connected to that is consistency, man.
Being consistent.
Man, listen.
You ain't lying about it. You're not lying about that. Because you can be happy one day and be lukewarm the next day, or then hot and upset. But you're right, consistent.
When people encounter you, which you do they get? And if they got to pick between the yous because you got so many, then there's a challenge, you know, with who you are.
Yeah.
But if you are you all the time, if it is the same person they meet when they see you, man, they find some comfort there. And it's also a way for them to tear their walls down, you know what I mean, and expose themselves. I tell anybody, man, sometimes I got to expose myself. You know, I tell you my own stuff, so you ain't got to talk about me.
Yeah.
You know, I talk about myself.
Kevin Hart to go ahead and put himself out there. So you can say what you want. I did it. So me. You can't just put me out.
It's me, man.
Got it. But so the thing is, so before we get ready to get off of the whole thing, let's talk about the idea of what you have with the ministry you got going on. Because it's like I said, it's different. That's the good thing about it. Transparency. People love being around Spirit. Break it down. STBF. Break it down.
Spirit and Truth Believers Fellowship. And that's not a shameless plug. It's really, man, a motto I live by. Just really trying to have my spirit line up with truth. And really, man, what we stand for is we're the church. It's not where you come, but it's who you are and where you go. Not what you come to, man. So I think that in ministry, I want to really embed into people. Be authentic. Share your own ministry, share your own testimony, and then when you go, you are the representation of Christ, man, or you are the church. When people get that, man, I think they'll stop being tricked at a service.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And dupe into...
Like one of them pals. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. No, man, it's
it.
one of them things, man, where if we get the fact that our real task is to go into the earth, our real task is to help somebody, to be the arm of God in the earth, giving, you know what I mean, stewardship, helping somebody along the way, and making that the most important thing, making that the focal part of your ministry, man, of whatever it is, whatever your purpose is, I think it really goes a long way. And not only that, you find connectivity with people because it's not about you, it's about what you can do for others.
And when you truly can do that without finding, I want something back. Because when you do that,
that's the ticket.
When you're able to do that,
that's the ticket.
People are saying, okay, this guy or this woman is actually genuinely wanting to know about me as a person. They see me. I feel like I'm connected.
Yeah.
They see me as a person. Now they're going to in turn say, what can I do for you?
Let me tell you something, man. This is a fundamental truth for me. I recognize God says the law of reciprocity, reaping and sowing. You don't have to do anything to encourage or discourage that. It's going to pop off like that regardless. So let our focus, let our agenda be to really be a blessing authentically, like not looking for anything back. And then you start to mirror love, what love really is. It's not looking for a return. So man, if my focus is genuinely, how can I be a blessing to Troy? How can I help MOTO? How can I help that mug soar, accomplish every dream? Then guess what? Automatically, without me trying, somebody's going to look at me and say, man, how can I help Miree in all of his endeavors? How can I help him push? So I stopped worrying about me, man. I stopped trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I stopped trying to figure out how I'm gonna accomplish my dream. I wanna help everybody else accomplish their dream. And when I do that, I'm successful because God has already aligned somebody to do that for me.
I mean, so if you don't hear the passion behind
it, that's the deal,
the brother about to get up and run somewhere.
That right there, do it right there.
But truthfully, so we talked about the fact about being different.
Yeah.
We talked about you a little bit, but we talked about how you're doing something different with the ministry in general. Yeah. And then you actually how you're doing connecting and building people and seeing people for who they are, right?
Yeah.
But just give us, do you believe, and I believe, do you believe everyone has a story?
Oh man.
Because that's what makes you different. Everybody's hand The fingerprints are different.
Yeah.
Everyone has a story. There's a lot of folks on this MOTO or on this. You'll be looking at this wherever they are. They may think that my story may not be strong enough, or may not be good enough, or everyone. Tell us a little bit about your story in general as a person and how you got to this point, though.
Oh man,
that makes sense.
Yeah, it does, man.
I mean, how did you got to this point? Because at one time we were selfish.
Yeah. Oh, bro.
And there's a time that broke down. So tell us about where it's like, okay, this is where I am now.
Man, to be honest with you, I don't know if we got time to tell my whole
just
story,
break
but
it down
let me give you a snippet of the journey for me, man.
To bring you who you are right now.
Yeah.
Because you got this vision now. You done ministry for a while. You done music for a while. You got some big credits on stuff.
Man,
tell us.
And see, for me, to try to accumulate that stuff was part of the error.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you got it. You started being on. You've been on the award shows, right?
Yeah, man.
You've been. You like I said, you got credits on albums.
Yeah.
And then when you up in the front of doing things, people see you.
Yeah.
So that can really grow to your mind.
Here's the real thing. It takes being broken. Mm-hmm. It takes being wounded. It takes being associated with suffering and pain. Mm-hmm. And man, my story's got that all the way throughout the journey. Even when I was trying to get some things on the right track, man, I failed. You know, I'm real deal. Failed marriages, failed relationships, failed business partners. You can go down the net. I done failed. But now I look at failure in a different way. I appreciate it because it's a stepping stone to my identity, which now failure is a stepping stone to success.
Yeah.
So my real story is, man, I've started to embrace my mistakes. I've started to embrace when I didn't do it right. I've started to embrace how, I've had to shift my paradigm or my thinking about doing things, even with other people, to it really slapped me in the face. And now I get what he was really trying to show me, man. He being God, he being, our Savior, man. But it's that's my story, man. I'm okay with my past. I've made peace with my failures, my mistakes. I made peace with the ailments of my own personal life. I made peace, man, with those things, and I've embraced me to love me genuinely and accept me. That's a real tough space, man. Just to be able to accept yourself. All that comes with you. Because nobody know you like you.
None.
You know what I mean? We know the Ty Troy. You know what I mean? But then, what that looked like at home, what that looked like in other places. When you can really embrace yourself and embrace who God says you are and not be ashamed of that, like that gives you the opportunity, man, to really help somebody else.
But you know what that do too, Miree?
Yeah.
It allows you to create what? Grace.
Yeah, bro.
Because when you able to, okay, I failed, I've done that, I've been there, and I've judged horribly, right? I've done a lot of things, but since I have grace, now I can actually see people for who they are.
Very difficult to extend grace when you don't recognize the grace on your life.
Yeah.
Man. And that's one of the real keys I think salvation brings is an awareness to yourself, man. One of the favorite texts I quote all the time is, man, take that stuff out your eye. You know what I mean? Before you talk about everybody else's stuff. And
then when you start noticing, I got a lot of stuff on my eye, back, neck, face.
Listen.
The last thing I can do is start pointing to be a judge. It's tough to do. And
the real thing, and I don't want to get too far off of the topic, man, of being, authentic and real and transparent and different. I think the core of embracing, accepting everybody where they are, that makes me different. Man.
That makes you different.
That
makes everyone different.
Man, listen, when I can say, I don't care whether you're Muslim, Jehovah's Witness, you can be Buddha, I'm gonna love you and not judge you, and we can be brother, we can connect, we can find common bond. I cannot disconnect from you because we don't have the same faith or we don't have the same beliefs, we don't have the same culture. None of that really matters, man. We got the same blood. Right? We got the same humanity. And that's where I find common ground. And if I can find common ground there, we got a bunch we can do together, man.
Well, that's a good way to end it. So what would you like to tell the MOTO family, the viewers is looking at this? What would you like to encourage them about this topic? We talk about being different, but what would you like to leave them with?
Let me leave you with this. This is an excellent time. If you hadn't started, let me encourage you. This is an excellent time to connect with this guy.
Oh my God, look at that. Look how he's like, look at that.
Listen, this is an excellent time. Here's why. His agenda is pure and he really wants to help people. He wants to build people and his assignment is selfless. So let me tell you, this is an excellent time to get connected to Troy. All right, MOTO. I want to push Most Moto. I'm gonna push it on my page. I'm gonna push it to my people. I'm gonna push it to our fellowship. Everybody who needs to hear this message. Because what it really does is give you empowerment to be authentically you. It gives you an empowerment to really achieve not just success for your life, but success for somebody else. And when you can really build somebody else's quality of life, then you've done something that leaves a legacy in the earth, and God is pleased with your life. Hey. So that's the point, man.
Hey, we build with this guy. You know him, man. But honestly, on the serious truth, we're gonna toss it back. You know, the reason why this guy is able to win so many people over, this guy started his ministry, what you said, 2 years ago?
Yeah, man.
Was it really 2 years ago?
It's almost 2 years. Not quite.
Look, 2 years ago, he started in his home.
In my crib,
with 20
man.
people?
20 people, man.
And they've grown now to over 300 people.
Yeah,
and I've been to the services and seen it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's one thing you can't deny, and that's favor.
Yeah.
And this favor, something the favor does is open up doors that no one else can open up.
That's right, man.
Right? But you can't run from, and I think what's good is that he didn't run from what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
No matter how much you try to run, it finds a way to get, the universe end up lining it back up and put it back in your face.
No doubt the world is unfolding as it should.
Yeah, exactly. So the good thing, connect with him, and we're going to put that on the screen here about STBF.
Spirit and Truth.
Spirit and Truth.
Fellowship,
and we're going to put that on the bottom there. And then, but we want to build people.
That's it.
You know, you start learning about what's most important to you, and that's building, transforming lives, and actually really doing it, and it's the joy that you get from it.
That's it.
That's what's good about it. That's joy from it. You're not even want to win. I mean, hey, appreciate you. Thank you for the credit, but I want to see you succeed. And that's how you're going to get to where you want to go.
That's it, man.
Hey, welcome. Hey, not welcome, but thank you guys for looking at Most Moto tonight. Hope you all feel encouraged.
T-Roy, wait a minute. Let me show y'all something before we get out of here. This is what y'all need to check out.
No, look. Look, don't forget your free golden ticket. For real, March 31st. We got March 31st. We got the free golden. You know, we have the pep rally.
Let's go.
It's going to be our first Most Moto event, and then we're going to have to springboard us into June, which is going to be the 2-day conference.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great time. We're already over 50 tickets already.
Let's get
for something that's only the 14th of March. So I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate you all tuning in and actually being a part of Most Moto and sharing the what's that?
The knowledge.
The sharing the brand.
Yeah, there you go.
About Most Moto, man. So thank y'all. Remember, the true outcome of having a mindset of successful thinking is having an unwavering expectation of successfully achieving a predetermined goal, knowing that the outcome was supposed to happen. Y'all be good, be blessed. We holla at you.
Be blessed.